So there's not very many things on astral projection, especially on YouTube. Like, you try to look up something about it on YouTube, you just get a bunch of like 40-year-old men explaining things, and I feel like if there's a lot of younger people going into it now, and I think that it'd be helpful if like there was someone younger who could explain it in younger terms and without making it sound so professional and scary. So what I'm going to be explaining is astral projection. Now, one of the things that I do recommend before you even start trying to do this is this book. It is Astral Projection, The Out-of-Body Experience by Denning and Phillips. It is a very good book. I recommend it a lot. It's very detailed, very thorough, it's very easy to understand, and I found it the other day at a not well-known bookstore. I mean, you could probably go to Barnes & Noble and get it. I'm fairly sure. If I can find it, I'll link it below. But it's very thorough, it's very great, it's very easy to understand, especially for like me being a teenager, and bigger words scare people, do they not? So I figured this book is really great, and I would recommend it to everybody who watches this because it's a great book. So there's a theory of consciousness, basically. It's that your body is one thing and your consciousness is another. And your consciousness projects itself into the astral realm, whatever you prefer calling it. I say the astral realm, but it projects into the astral realm, your consciousness, and your physical body stays there sleeping. Not technically asleep, but your body's paralyzed because of sleep paralysis. And what sleep paralysis does to you is it paralyzes you so you don't act out your dreams. And by paralyzed, I mean it just makes it to where you can't move for the duration of your sleep. It's very natural. It happens every single night to every single person. So that's that part of it. Now, another part of it is whenever you're out, you're going to notice that there's a silver cord attached to you. That's there for a reason. It attaches your conscious body to your physical body, and in a sense. And so, whenever you're traveling or anything, you have that there. It's not a limited cord. You can go anywhere you want to, anywhere. That silver cord, or whatever you would like to call it, does not limit where you go. It's there. I mean, and so once you're out, like I said, you can go anywhere, do anything, and you can also interact with other people that are out astrally projecting themselves that night. I mean, you can meet other, like, actual people there, and I think that's really cool. One thing, I asked for some questions earlier, and somebody asked me if I'd ever done it, and the answer would be yes, on accident. I also had a lucid dream on accident too. Those are just wow. That summer was, yeah. What I had done was I had felt like I was kind of paralyzed, and I'm like, wait, and then like sleep paralysis was setting in. Whenever you're in sleep paralysis, you have hallucinations. And so it's not really that big of a deal for most people. Some people, like, they have like these random big hallucinations. Like, it's not that bad. Honestly, it's not scary. It's not bad. It's not wrong. It's perfectly natural, and it's right. You're on the right path. But so I had sleep paralysis, and then next thing I know, I can see myself still in the bed, but I figured everybody else was leaving like, we were in a motel on the second story. There's 2-story motel, second story, okay? And I figured everybody had just left. I was like, why did everyone leave me? Why can't I find everyone? Nobody was there. So I had walked outside. Mind you, I was still conscious that my body was laying right there. I did not know what was going on. So, and then I come back in, and then I figure, I'll just go back to sleep. I just kind of couldn't find anyone, so I just kind of sucked back into my body. So that was the time I did it on accident. Another thing is, people are asking me, how do I make it work? Carefully. It takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of patience. I can explain in a separate video as to how exactly to make it work. But it does take a lot of time, it takes a lot of patience. You have to be aware of yourself consciously and on a physical level. Like, you can't just be out of tune with yourself, no. It helps if you have your chakras balanced. It helps if you have crystals and stones to help you, but if you don't have access to that type of resource, you don't need it, but it's helpful. Guided meditation helps, and also, I feel like a lot of people, they try to project themselves astrally, but it takes longer than 5 minutes, or it takes longer than 10 minutes, or longer than 20, and they just give up altogether. You have to lay blank still. You cannot move a single muscle at all for a very long time. It's gonna take a while. You're gonna have to get used to like not moving, because the second your muscles even twitch, bam, it's over and it's done with, and you gotta start all over some other day or some other time that day. So patience is very key. It's patience. If you know you're not supposed to move and you're not supposed to move a single muscle and you do, just try again some other day. It takes patience, it takes practice, it takes time. It's not one of those things that you can just go to sleep and try it once and bam, it happens. For some people it does. For some people it's very easy to do. And for some people they try it once and then they get a hang of it, and then all of a sudden they know how to astral project because they've done it once. So that's that.